All right, yo, what is up, cadets? It's been a long time. Well, not too long, but it's been a while since I've seen you guys. I know I have a few projects in the works, but nonetheless, right now, I'm just going to give you guys a little insight on how to save a few bucks, whether it be offer up or just buying in the aspect of, you know, the quarantine is, at least in LA County, is already lifting up, where I think we're already reaching phase 3. But there was this motorcycle shop slash dealership called Moto United out in the city of Bellflower, not too far from me. I went out there to go buy a part for my 2020 R1, and I'm just hanging out right there waiting for the part, or waiting for them to actually order it. But then I see this beautiful helmet, and it's the same exact matte finish that my R1 has, and it has the Yamaha logo right on the top. And you know, I look at the brand, it's HJC, and it has the clip on, so it clips when you shut the visor down. Very, very cool. It also has sunglasses or shades that come down when you slide up the little mechanism from the back to the top. And I mean, I just went in there, and originally I think it was $189, but since, you know, quarantine and clearance and everything, you know, people are struggling out there. I would suggest you go support, you know, your local shop, at least if they have good prices. You know, you got to understand the price ranges too, you know. But I went and I just picked it up, and let me show you guys. Same exact finish on my Yamaha 2020 R1. It is a HJC with the little, this is what I really like, because I've had multiple helmets that had the lock here or had the little side lock there, and they would eventually just start like coming up, and just it was a faulty mechanism. With these certain models, they're so much more reliable because they clip in. The only way to pull them apart is to just, yeah. So I picked it up. I mean, this thing has vents that actually are functional, as you can see. What else? Vents that are functional. Okay, this vent is functional too, which is pretty cool. So it keeps the top of your head cool. The front vent has the clip, of course. It says Yamaha right there in the same exact styling that my bike is, so I'm glad about that. And which is cool because that color scheme only came out in the 2020 year model. And of course it has the, let me see if you guys can check it out. There you go. You see that? For $89, this is a steal. Legitly brand new. So yeah, I mean, I'm just very, very happy that I got such a good deal. And you know, unfortunately, I'm addicted to helmets. I have about 7 helmets. Between Shoei, LS2, HJC, AGV, Joe Rocket, HJC again. I just have a good amount of HJC, so I'm very happy with that deal. And they also had these on clearance. So these aren't too much of a price drop, but I've just never had leather gloves, and you know, I've fallen a few times. Of course, I don't stick my hand out anymore. First time I did, and I had to learn the hard way, but I was okay. It wasn't too heavy of a crash. But these are actually genuine leather, and I like them. They have the knuckle protection. They're touchscreen compatible, and they were only 40 bucks. So for genuine leather, for 40 bucks, I don't think you can beat that at all. So I picked them up. Their brand, Highway 21. I had to get size Let me see. How to get a size medium, because they had like a 3XL and medium. So my hands are big, but they're not that big. So, you know, with leather gloves, just a little pointer, you can get something that's actually fairly tight. You see how I'm struggling to put it in? But once you start actually using them every day, they start becoming more malleable to your hand size. So that's definitely cool. So I can't wait to break these in. But I just wanted to make a video showing you guys that right now in this time, quarantine, you know, unfortunately happened. A lot of these businesses had to shut down. So now that they're coming back home, coming back to their normal workflow, they're trying to get rid of a lot of merchandise and just go in there. You can either go to the clearance section. I mean, you can't really bargain or haggle with them. But, you know, with used motorcycles, I would suggest that, because I've gotten motorcycles all the way from $450, as you can see in my previous video, which was a 954RR, to about $500 for a 929RR that only needed a I think it was a timing chain adjustment. So I probably spent like $1,000 in total on that bike. The 954RR, I still need to work on it. I mean, I bought another bike, a 2003 Honda Shadow 750 for $500, and this wasn't even in the time of quarantine. So right now, people, at least, you know, unfortunately, some people are struggling and they have to sell their bike or vehicle, whether what you're looking for. I don't know what you're looking for, but, you know, me, I love focusing on bikes. And just, I mean, you can probably get them down to a good price. You can probably get like a $1,500 bike and just send in like $600. Send that offer. And then if they say no, okay, that's cool. But some people will actually respond with by like $1,100. That's already what, $400 off. $1,100 for 400 bucks off. Like, that's a good deal. But the thing is, once you see that, you can keep pushing the envelope. If they're willing to drop 400 bucks, make it work. Make it work. And put it this way, you can't feel bad because, hey, you worked for your money, and you know, fortunately, they're selling it. And hey, I mean, business is business, straight up. So you can probably get it for like $9,875, and it'll probably have current tags or probably expired tags. Maybe a few, you know, a few cosmetic issues, or maybe a little bit of maintenance that needs done, but nothing too major. I mean, if you can get a bike like that, and I would always suggest fuel injected, because I'm having so much trouble with carburetors. It's not even funny. I'm just getting frustrated with them, but I have to get it done. I just have to get it done. But a pleasure for you guys tuning in. Oh yeah, and let me give you guys another pointer. Yeah, sorry, I almost forgot. So I'm an advocate for buying used items, because if you go buy a used motorcycle helmet, especially a carbon fiber one, the one I was looking into is about $400 to $600, and that's expensive. I mean, just for a helmet, I understand that, you know, how much is your head worth? That's what I was, you know, told a while back from a friend. And for me, I was like, okay, I understand that concept, but I can buy a very expensive helmet that was lightly used and just buy it for a fraction of the price. So that's exactly what I did. I've had one previous carbon fiber helmet. It was a Joe Rocket. It was the same exact model that I got, but that one was a little flimsy, and I ended up selling it for $200 because some guy really wanted it. So I was like, all right, no worries. If he wants it for $200, why not? But now I got this one, which is pretty cool. It even came in the bag. So, you know, I'm always searching for helmets, used helmets, anything of just anything motorcycle, I'm always on board. But yeah, I got this one. Oh yeah, carbon fiber. See, it has a little bit of scratches there, but you can tell it's never been down. Those are just like light little scuffs. And the guy was really solid. I mean, I offered him $30, and you know, I think he originally wanted like 50, which is not bad for a Joe Rocket carbon fiber helmet. Not bad at all. And we settled at 40, and I didn't even argue. I could have argued less, maybe like 35, but I just wanted it. I needed to have it. A carbon fiber helmet. I need one of these in my collection. So, I mean, I'm actually going to put it to good use. It's actually in really good condition. I mean, that's just a little stain. I'll probably pull these pads out and just wash them. But it fit really perfectly because, of course, I tested it. I'm not really worried about anything, you know. I've been through worse. But, yeah, see, it's just a really good helmet. Locks, like, right here. And, yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna use this one definitely, but just special occasions, or I don't know, maybe I want to use it every day. It doesn't matter. But yeah. So basically, I don't mind that this is a $40 helmet. I don't mind that it's used. I know there's people like yammienoob that they say don't go buy used, go buy new. It's safer. It's this and that. I've fallen a few times, so I know from experience that as long as you have a helmet, because there's some states where that's not a requirement, you'll be okay. And this one is Snell approved and DOT approved, Joe Rocket, of course. So yeah, you know, don't believe everything that's on YouTube. Of course, you want to keep you safe, but I'm just saying, if you want to save a few bucks, search good, search high, search low, search Craigslist, search everywhere, and you might run into something that you like, especially, you know, and just get a little more knowledge on what these helmets cost. And maintenance isn't really a lot to do on a helmet other than cleaning the pads every once in a while, maybe switching them out if they get worn down. But yeah, this was just a video showing you guys, you know, that you guys don't have to pay a lot for, you know, motorcycle gear. Motorcycling is actually fairly cheap in the aspect that, you know, you can get a great motorcycle or great motorcycle gear if someone sold their motorcycle, if someone had a child and they're, you know, they're like, oh, I don't want to ride the motorcycle no more, or if they fell once and they're just like, I'm done with this motorcycle. So, I mean, that's where I swoop in. I come, I take advantage. I barter the price to the price that I feel comfortable paying, and we settle at that. I come back home with the bike, gear, or gloves, depending on what it is. And I'm satisfied with the situation. But either way, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I hope this helps. Of course, I live in LA County, so sometimes you might want to head outside your county to actually go and figure out if you can get a good deal. You know, because some people in Orange County don't really know the value of, like, not the value, but, or maybe it was like, it was given to them by a family member and they just don't know the cost of it. But yeah, just search high and low, like I said, and expand your search. We have motorcycles. At least if you ride a motorcycle, we have motorcycles, and you know, I'm willing to travel. You know, you get a nice ride, you get to save gas, and you also, I mean, get something cool like a carbon fiber helmet, a matching Yamaha helmet with the actual logo right there. Some full leather gloves, which I do not have. I have pleather, so these are my first actual leather gloves. And yeah, I mean, save that money and just enjoy yourselves. All right, well, pleasure for tuning in. Like and subscribe, of course, and just let me know what's up, like what I can do, because I do have to pull out a few more ride videos. Unfortunately, my R1 2020 is in the shop right now, but I should be getting it back this week. It was giving me a battery issues. I guess the battery went out. So got to get that situated. Well, it's already getting situated, which is pretty cool because Yamaha actually covered the battery. So yeah, pleasure. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, cadets.